words of the year for 2026 are create, intention, and patience. I guess I should say creativity. Creativity, intention, patience. And I feel like I couldn't just choose one, and I feel like those three themes keep popping up for me. So that's why I was like, I can choose three. There's no rules with this. So for me, intention actually was, if you follow Morgan Harper Nichols, she does like a reel of a bunch of her artwork with words and like definitions, and it like goes really fast, and you can just like screenshot whatever you want, and that can be your word of the year. And so what I did was I use that like every year, and usually I make it my background. And I like breathed in, breathed out, like had my eyes closed, and then just like screenshotted like whenever I finished breathing, and intention popped up, and I feel like it really aligned with just like what I want to go into this new year like thinking. And I'm also turning 30 this year, so I feel like this like new year has really like reinvigorated me, because it's like such a new chapter in my life, and I'm also moving, so it's just like, I don't know, a lot of different things are happening. Whereas like last year, for the first time in like a long time, I like did not care for the new year. I was like, I think I was just burnt out from the end of 2024, and so it was just like 2025, I was just like, whatever. Like I kind of had like a lot of change in like the October of that year, because that's when I like started my new job and I moved and all these other things. So I was just like, whatever, 2025. And then I feel like I had like not the greatest year, so I feel like it was like a reminder to me of like, okay, no, like you are the kind of person that like you like setting goals and like having a plan and like that kind of stuff, and like you didn't do that last year, and like the year didn't really go that great. Don't get me wrong, I still had like a lot of great memories this year and stuff like that, but just like overall I had a lot of big like slumps and like depression seasons and just like funks and whatever you want to call it. And there were only like a few months that I like really enjoyed, and it definitely wasn't like a majority of the year, so that's why I just say like overall. But intention, just like being intentional about my choices, like both with like spending money, spending time, like I need to just like be more intentional and not just like do things willy-nilly, or like there's a time and place for that, which goes into like the creativity side of things, but I just need to like be intentional with my time, basically. And for patience, I feel like this is something that like keeps popping up, and I was at a bachelorette in November, and we had a tarot card reader, and literally like the overarching theme, like two themes that she like kept bringing up for me and my cards. And obviously I feel like I don't like fully believe in everything with that, but like I do think you kind of like take away what you need to in those kind of things. And the two things she really talked about were patience and creativity, and she was basically saying that like I wasn't aligned with my career because I like want to do something more creative, and that's like literally what I've been telling myself for the past few years. And then she also brought up patience, which I thought was funny, because I feel like with the career thing, I am really impatient of like, I want it to work that I can like either work for myself or like have a more creative job or like all these things, and I want it to happen now, because I don't feel aligned right now. And like bringing up patience was just like, I don't know, just a good reminder of like it can happen slowly, and like it might not happen exactly the way I want to right now, but like I can go towards that path, sort of thing. And so I feel like that's just overall like, especially like again going into my 30s, like I have built a good life and I want to continue to do that. And like it took a decade to get where I am right now, and so it's probably going to take another decade to get where I want to be. And I don't know, life's like about being a work in progress kind of, so I feel like that's just like another good word to bring into the year. Should just be patient with it. And like another thing that I really realized was like, if my goals are truly my goals, then I'll keep coming back to them. And this goes into creativity too, because like I think some people in the new year, you just like think you should be healthier, you think you should work out more, you think you should be better with money, but if you genuinely like want to do that, then those themes will keep coming up year after year. And for me, like in my 20s I was really good with money, and in my 20s I did travel a lot, and in my 20s I did do a lot of good career stuff and that kind of thing. But the one thing that I keep coming back to of like I didn't make enough time for is creativity, which is my third word of the year. And I feel like create and creativity don't necessarily need to be like, oh, I paint this insane painting every day. Like, it's not about that. It's like literally to me, making TikToks is creative, and I don't want all of my like creative thoughts or whatever and creative things to be digital. Like, I do want to make things with my hands as well. But I think in a way the create also goes into like my life. Like I had this quote on my grad cap that was like, things didn't fall into place, I put them there. And I feel like that was like such a good quote to like sum up like how I was in college. Like I feel like people, like I had peers that were like, oh yeah, everything just like works out for you, it like falls into place, whatever. And I was like, no, things didn't fall into place for me. Like I put them there. Like I put in the work to create like, or like have the college experience that I wanted, like get the job out of college that I wanted, like graduate with whatever that I wanted. And like I don't know, it's just one of those things that like reminds you like there's a lot that goes behind the scenes with people, and like things usually don't fall into place for anyone. Like they put them there, like they put the things in place for their life. And so I feel like the create and the creativity, obviously I do want to be more creative in like an artsy way, but I also want to like create the life for myself that I want. And I feel like that's like another thing that keeps coming up in like therapy, or just like when I'm reflecting and journaling and whatever, is like you can only control yourself really in a lot of ways. And like obviously a lot of things in the world right now can suck, and like your circumstances can be like not the greatest because of XYZ. You can blame all these things, but at the end of the day, like you are the one that needs to like create the life you want. And there's obviously going to be bumps in the road or whatever, but like there's definitely plenty of stuff that I can control that I haven't been controlling, or like putting more effort into, at least intention. So yeah, those are my 3 words of the year and my explanation on why I chose